Welcome to online Akshar classes. This is Ghaffar sir, your physics faculty. Let's continue from the last day topic. So in the last day we have been gone through displacement of the displacement. We gone through distance actually. Today we will learn about displacement and what is the units for displacement, and also we will go for the further topic. Okay. You know, I am discussing kinematics. In that kinematics, you know very well about kinematics. The study about motion of the object, about the study about a motion of the object without having the cause of motion is called kinematics. To study the motion, we require some physical quantities. In that physical quantities, you know very well displacement, distance. Next one is velocity and speed. Third one is acceleration. Along with the acceleration, we'll study, along with time also we'll study the thing. Now today I am going to explain about displacement, because already I explained distance. So one request from my side, everybody keep a separate notebook. So if you keep it a separate notebook, it is a accountability takes place. So I am asking to keep a separate notebook for physics. At the same time, we are going to through we have a concept. Through this concept, we'll go. Clear? So I'll start that. Yeah, on the last day I have completed about distance. Now I will explain about displacement. So in the displacement, I will ask one question to you, some questions to you. In the displacement, I will ask some questions to you in the displacement. So look at here. Yeah, can you tell me? So look at here. Yeah, look at here. What is the seventh question answer? Tell me, what is the seventh question answer? Yeah, is it? Anyone tell me what is the seventh question answer? Anyone tell me what is the seventh question answer? Children unnara? Help. Is recorded. So నేను చెప్పచ్చు. Yeah, the thing is in that page, what is the units for? What is the units for? What is the seventh question answer? Seventh question answer. What is the seventh question answer? I am asking. What is the seventh question answer? So this is the seventh question I am asking. The seventh question is what? Distance is a dash quantity. So you know distance is a not having direction, it only has a magnitude, since the distance is a scalar quantity. So our answer is what? A. Option A is our answer. Similar way, what is the sixth question answer? What is the sixth question answer? Look at the sixth question answer. The total length covered by the body is. So the sixth question, what is the sixth question? The total length covered by the body is. Look at here, the total length covered by the body is nothing but what? It is nothing but distance, since it is a second option is right. Similar way, find the odd number. So these remaining questions, let's see after the completion of the displacement. Okay, I'll go for displacement. I'll go for the displacement. Write down displacement. So write down displacement. 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 So you can define displacement in two ways. The thing is, first way is the shortest path. First one is the shortest path. The shortest path covered. The shortest path covered between initial and final position. Initial and final position. Final position is called displacement. Understand? This is one definition for displacement. What is the displacement? The shortest path covered between initial and final position is called displacement. Similar way, we can define another definition also. The other definition is the displacement, the distance in a specified direction. Other definition is what? The distance in specified direction. The distance in specified direction also called displacement. Understood? So the distance, what is meant by displacement? The distance in specified direction also called what? Distance. Okay, these are the two definitions we can define for the displacement. So one is the shortest path covered between initial and final position is or the distance in a specified direction also known as a what? Displacement. Now I'll explain this with one example. So the example is, for example, same. Let me take this is your something home. You can take this is a railway station or bus station. This is a bus station, and somewhere over here we have office. This is railway. This is bus station. This is office. For example, these are the two positions. So bus station and office, these are the two positions. But here, from the bus station to office, let us take the path something like this. The path. Let us take the path from bus station to office is something like this. When the path is something like this, to go from bus station to office, you must follow this path. Since the path covered by the actual path covered by this length is called actually distance. The actual path covered by the length is called distance. But here, this is bus station is a one position and office is a one position. These are the two positions. Between these two positions, let us take this is a initial position. Let us take this is a final position. This is final position. This is initial position. Just now I discussed that the shortest length between initial and final position. The shortest length between initial and final position is nothing but what? Displacement. Since the shortest length nothing but the shortest path is nothing but this is your shortest path. So this shortest path we will call as a displacement. And this has a direction, particular direction. Look at here. The shortest path has particular direction. The direction you can say that from bus station to office. But here, look at here, in this path, actual path not having specified direction. For example, when it is started, the direction at here in this way. When it is come to here, the direction is this direction. When it is come to here, the object is here, the vehicle is here. The direction of the vehicle is this. When it is comes to here, the direction of the vehicle is this. In a path, every position has different directions. Since the actual path followed by the object known as a distance, the shortest distance between initial and final position is called displacement. Here we have a two path. Let me take this is a path 1 and this is a path 2. So in this path 1, the path 1 is actual actual path followed by the actual length covered by the object to go from bus to office is called path 1. That is called path 1 called distance. Path 1 called distance. Coming to this path 2, the path 2 is shortest distance covered between initial and final position. Since it is path 2 is what? Displacement. That way we can define the distance and displacement. Here the distance has direction. The distance has direction. How can you define the direction? If the displacement has the displacement, if the distance has a direction, also we can call as a displacement. Simple. So this is the difference between distance and displacement. Now coming to the units for displacement. Units. So units for displacement. Units for displacement. The very first unit is meter. Very first unit is what? Unit for displacement. Very first one is what? Meter. Meter is a SI unit, and centimeter is a CGS unit. So this is the way we can define displacement units. And it is a which type of quantity? Because it is has magnitude. From here to here length is called displacement. Okay, it has a direction, so it is a called vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. This is 8th. 8. ఎందుకు? No students here. Okay, it is a vector quantity. Understood. Next, the thing is, it is units for the displacement is meters and it is in centimeters. It is a vector quantity, and this is about distance and this is about displacement. Let's go for the some examples. Let's go for the some examples. In that example, very first example, same. Let me take a object is traveled. Example number 1. Example number 1. I'm giving some examples. Very first example is a object is traveled in north direction. In north direction, 3 kilometer. In north direction, 3 kilometer, and soon after that, suddenly he turned right direction. I mean right angle, and he moved for 2 kilometers. Okay, in which direction? In the east direction he moved for 2 kilometers. In north direction he moved for 3 kilometers. In this case, my question is, what is the distance and displacement covered by the person? Because a person is traveling from north in the north direction 3 kilometers, soon after that 2 kilometer in the east direction. My question is, what is the distance and displacement covered by the man? So in the first case, let me find distance. The distance, distance is nothing but actual path followed by the object. Distance is nothing but what? Actual path followed by the object. Here actual path is what? If it is started at, let me take, this is a position, this is a B position. In this A position, B position, when he started at A, he moved 3 kilometer in the north direction. When he moved 3 kilometer in the north direction, so he covered 3 kilometer. Soon after that, he turned 90 degrees and moved in the east direction 2 kilometers. So in this case, the covered distance is 2 kilometers. So the total path become 3 kilometer and 2 kilometer. The total path you can take as a S. S is equal to 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5 kilometers. In this case, the distance is what? 5 kilometers. When the distance is 5 kilometers, what going to be your displacement? Here distance is what? 5 kilometer. So you can take distance as distance as 5 kilometer. Now in that second question is, what is going to be your displacement? What going to be your displacement? See here, displacement is nothing but the shortest path between initial and final position. So in this case, this is the shortest, this is the initial position, this is the final position. This straight line going to be your displacement, and the direction of this displacement is from A to B direction. In this case, how do you find the distance? How do you find this displacement magnitude? You can find displacement magnitude by using Pythagoras theorem. So it is actually, it look like a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, you can take, if this is a opposite side and this is one side, this is one side, this is adjacent side. Since I can apply Pythagoras theorem, in that Pythagoras theorem, let me take this is x, this is s. Let me take this is s. S is equal to s square is equal to, this is 2 square plus 3 square. S square is equal to 2 square is 4 plus 9, and that is equal to root 4 plus 9 13. 4 plus 9 13 kilometers is your displacement of the magnitude. So this is where we can find the displacement. Please note down. After this, let me see the second example. Example number 2. Let's see example number 2. So the example number 2 is once again, a particle is covered, a particle or a athlete, let us take a athlete is running in a circular track. Athlete is running in a circular track. An athlete running in a circular track. The radius of the circular track is 20 meters. The radius of the circular track is 20 meters. When this is a 20 meters, my question is, what is this is a 20 centimeter, radius is 20 centimeter. My question is, what is distance and displacement covered when he completes one cycle? My question is what is the distance and displacement covered by the athlete when he complete one cycle? What is the displacement distance? First find the displacement. As you know, already in the last class we did it. That is, when distance is nothing but the actual path followed by the object. Look at here, for example, the athlete started at here. When he complete one cycle means it is reaching to again this position. He started at here, and when he completes one cycle, and he will reach finally at A only. When he reach at A, what is your distance covered by the athlete for one complete cycle? The distance covered by the athlete for complete circle is circumference of the circle. The circumference of the circle is, let me take as a S is equal to 2 pi r. So 2 into pi into, what is r here? R is nothing but 20 meters, which is equal to 40 pi meters is our answer. 40 pi is our answer. 40 pi meters is our answer. Here meter is a distance units. Now the same problem, one more, we have second question also in the same problem. The second question is this is your displacement, distance. This is your distance. The second problem is in this displacement. What is mean by displacement according to our definition? You know, definition of the displacement is the shortest length between initial and final position. The shortest length between initial and final position. When the shortest length between initial and final position, when he completes one cycle, he started at A and reaching to the A position, which means final and initial positions are same, there going to be your displacement going to be your what? Final and initial positions are same, then displacement going to be your what? 0, because final position is A, even initial position also A. There is no distance, there is no length between the final and initial position, since displacement is what? 0. So you can take displacement S bar is equal to 0. Here, why I am showing S bar? Because displacement is a vector quantity. Generally, vector quantities represent bar with bar. So I am representing displacement as a S bar, that is equal to 0. So these are the two answers for this situation. So when he completes one cycle, when athlete completes one cycle, distance going to be your 40 meters, 45 meters, displacement going to be a 0 meters. This is what distance and displacement. Now coming to the another question in this another question in this. Let me take a athlete started at A and reached to exact opposite position, that is B. Athlete started at A, exactly reached opposite position along the diameter, diagonally, I mean exactly opposite point he reached. When he reached exactly opposite point, what is going to be your distance and displacement? Next problem this is, and the next problem is what? Athlete started at A and reached to the B position. In this case, what is distance and displacement? So here, in the second question, when he covered here to find the distance is nothing but the actual path followed by the object. The distance is nothing but actual path followed by the object. Here the actual path is half of the circumference. So if I take actual path as a half of the circumference, that is 2 pi r by 2, 2 gets cancelled, which is equal to pi into r. Here r is nothing but 20, so totally 20 pi is your distance. 20 pi is your distance in this case. When the athlete cover the half of the circle, the distance is going to be your 2 pi meter if the radius is 20 meters. Next, one more question also I am asking, that is displacement. What is going to be a displacement when he cover half cycle? The displacement already I said, the shortest path between final and initial position. Here initial position is A, final position is B. This is going to be a shortest path, that is nothing but diameter of the circle. This is 20 meters, from here to here 20 centimeter, I mean 20 meters, from here to here again 20 meters. Totally the displacement S bar is equal to how much amount? Yeah, that is 40 meters, because 20 plus, what is that? 20 plus 20, which is equal to 40 meters. This is going to be your distance. Note down. I will give one more question. Note down. I will stop for 1 second. Yeah, I will go for the one more question. The one more question is, the very one more question is, look at here. A person is moving in a circular track. The person is moving in a square track. The person is moving in a square track. The side of the square track is 5 meters. The side of the square track is 5 meters. Now you can give the name for the square track, that is A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D is the track of the name. It is a square track of side 5 meters. Now when a person starting at A, and reached to C, Person started at A and reached to C. In this case, what is going to be a distance and displacement covered by the person? Two questions. What is going to be a distance and displacement covered by the person? So first I will do distance. Distance is a scalar quantity, so that S is equal to how much? Distance is nothing but actual path followed by the body. Here the person started at A, and for moving along this path, when he moving along this path, he moved from A to B, B to C, so that A to B is 5 meters and even B to C also 5 meters. So total path covered by when person starting from A to B, B to C is totally 5 plus 5, which is equal to 5 plus 5, which is equal to 10 meters. This is going to be a distance covered by the person. Similar way, the second question is displacement covered by the person. Displacement covered by the person. What is going to be a displacement covered by the person? This is your example number 3. In this example number 3, first question is what? Distance. The next with the same data, next question is what? Displacement. What is the displacement? Look at here. Displacement I will represent with S bar. S bar is equal to how much it is? You know, displacement is nothing but shortest distance between initial and final position. Shortest distance between initial and final position. Here initial position is this, final position is C, so your shortest distance become this one. And here also it is look like a, now if you observe that total thing is appears like a right angle triangle. In that right angle triangle, if I apply Pythagoras theorem, so hypotenuse square is equal to, now let me take, this is you can take as hypotenuse, the shortest length you can take as a hypotenuse, so that hypotenuse square is equal to side square. Side is, one side is 5, remaining side also 5. So hypotenuse square is equal to, this is 25 plus 25, which is equal to 50. Now the distance displacement is S square, then S is equal to root 50. So root 50 I can write as 5 root 2 meters. 5 root 2 meters. This is you are going to be your displacement for the body. Better note the displacement for the body. This is your displacement for the body. Next, based on this, let's see our some questions, objective type questions. So this one is the objective type. Already we did 6 and 7. Let's take from the third we'll do now. So in this case, first third question, the following is a scalar quantity. So here the following is a scalar quantity. Actually, which of the following is a scalar quantity? Force, momentum, work, velocity. Here the thing is, scalar quantity means which has only magnitude, not having direction. It has only magnitude, not having direction is called scalar. One more thing is vector. Vector means it has magnitude as well as direction. The physical quantity who is having magnitude as well as direction is called vector. The physical quantity who is having only magnitude is called scalar. In this case, force, every time we will give for force direction, which means the force has magnitude as well as direction. For example, we will say a 2 Newton force is acting along east direction, due east. 2 Newton force is acting due east, which means we are defining for the force direction as well as magnitude. Since this is not a scalar, this is not a scalar because it has direction as well as magnitude, so it is not our answer. Similar way, let's take option B. If see the option B, that option B is nothing but momentum. Option B is nothing but momentum. And option B is a momentum. When option B is a momentum, so momentum also vector quantity, so this is not correct. So only the thing is, only C option is correct, because work is a vector quantity, scalar quantity, since the C option is correct, and D option also not correct. Similar way, next see the fourth question. If you see the fourth question, the following is a vector. Actually, which of the following is a vector? See, just now I said vector means. What is mean by vector? Vector means it has direction as well as magnitude. Look at here. So this is a work done is a scalar quantity, so it is not our answer. Even current also scalar, it's also not our answer. Even power also not our answer, because work, current, power all are having only magnitude. Since these three are not our answer, only force is our answer. Only force is our answer. Next, coming to this, find the odd one. Find the odd one. Fifth question. Find the odd one. This is let's see the first options, so that which one is odd and on what basis their fifth question asks, we'll come to know after seeing the options. See here, find the odd one. First one is linear momentum. Second one, moment of force. Third one is torque. And fourth one is, third one is current, fourth one is torque. Linear momentum and momentum of force, current and torque. So among the four options, which one is odd they are asking. But here, on what basis they are asking the odd one? On what basis they are asking odd one? They are asking the answer on what basis? If you see that, they are asking on which one is scalar, which one is vector. They are asking on based on which one is scalar, which one is a vector. So here, linear momentum is a vector. So sorry. Linear momentum is a vector. So it is linear momentum is a vector, and momentum of force also vector, and even torque is also vector. Current is not a vector. Since among the four options, the only odd one is what? Different one is what? Current, because it is a vector quantity, so scalar quantity, so that our odd one is what? Current. So that way we can find the answers. Similar way, 6th, 7th also we did. What is the 6th? Once again see, the total length covered by the body is what? The total length covered by the body is the distance. The distance is what type of quantity? Just now we discussed, scalar quantity. Next, coming to the 8th question. The change in position of a body in a specified direction. The change in position of a body in a specified direction. So look at here, keep it in mind, change in position. What is meant by change in position? What happens? For example, this is a body, this is an object. This is one position, this is another position, this is another position. This is A position, this is B position. When the body changing from A position to B position, any object changing from A to B, when any object changing from A to B, it changes position. When changing the position, it's covering some length, which means when it is covering a length and the length has some direction, specified direction, when length covering and has specified direction, means it is indicating direction as well as magnitude. Who is a physical quantity who is having direction and magnitude is called vector quantity. So in this one, vector quantities are what? About distance is what? Only the displacement is our answer. Why not distance? Distance is nothing but only magnitude. It not having direction. But in this case, we are defining the magnitude as well as we are giving the direction, so that our answer is displacement. Same way, coming to the 9th question, the shortest distance between initial and final position of the body is called. Simple answer, that is displacement. That is actually definition for the displacement. Similar way, displacement is a y type of quantity. Displacement has magnitude and direction, since it is what kind of quantity? Vector quantity. Similar way, units of displacement. Units of displacement. What is the units of displacement? Units of displacements are nothing but, so you can take meter and centimeter. So the option is become what? Option is become what? C option also. Here kg. Kg is not our answer, because kg is a which quantity units? Mass units are kg. So kg is not come. So this is I thought to explain for today. Okay. So I have explained two concepts. One is distance, one more is displacement. Okay. Based on the displacement and the distance, you can solve some problems at home. So this is your today's concept. Tomorrow I'll explain about velocity and types of velocity, different terms for related to the velocity, as well as, and the next thing is acceleration also we will discuss. For now I'll stop the session. Bye.